Well, hello everybody. Hello again. John Mitchell here from johnamitchell.tv, and I got another video for you. It's in January, as I record this, we're January 2016, and I've got a story here, interesting little story. I will show it to you here. Let me check my monitor and make sure that's readable. Yes, looks like it is, but I'll read it to you anyway. Can anyone stop Donald Trump? Now, reason why I'm bringing this to you right now is I had said many months ago that there's no way Donald Trump becomes next president of the United States. And I still do believe that, and I'm going to run down the numbers and tell you why. Even though, honest to God, the Republicans of the United States, my fellow Americans, are really, really trying to, test me out on this. Like, it's making me nervous here. But what it turns out is that on the Republican side, Trump has about 38%, almost 40 if you round it up, 40% of the vote, and that is more than the next two candidates combined. Rubio has about 10%, and Cruz, Ted Cruz, foreign-born Canadian U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, has about 16%. Both of them together cannot even touch Trump, and so Trump is definitely leading the Republican field. Now the field in the Republican side is a lot more diverse. There's a lot more candidates, so the vote's more spread out. But even so, 40-ish percent is it's a pretty good, it's a pretty good lead for Trump. Even though, I did some research on this, and I found that in the last 3 or so elections, on the Republican side, the candidate, the ultimate person that ended up being the candidate was not the person that was in the lead in January. So we've still got plenty of time for this to work itself out. But now let me just mention on the other side, on the Democrat side, Hillary Clinton has, last poll numbers I saw, something like 47% of the vote, and Bernie Sanders had something about like 44%. So, you take out, you adjust for statistics and stuff, and, actually that means Sanders and Clinton are pretty close there, Now, if you dig deeper into those polls, though, you'll find that the Clinton supporters are maybe a little bit more a little bit more firm in their decision. So Bernie Sanders supporters are not quite as firm as the Clinton supporters. So you want to take something like that into account. But now, if you think about this country, United States, is just about 50-50 in the electorate, right? It's almost 50% Republican, 50% Democrat. And so if you look at it that way, in the overall electorate, Trump's 40% on the Republican side becomes something more like 20% of the general electorate. And Clinton's 47, almost 50%, becomes about 25%. So, at this point, just based strictly on the numbers, we're probably looking at another Clinton White House. My real position on this is that just about any of these people are as good, or more correctly said, about as bad as any of the others. And so it doesn't, I don't think it makes very much difference who's in the hot seat as president, because so much of our government does not depend on the president at all. A lot of it's in the, we do have a separation of powers, so the Congress and the Senate have a lot to do with what actually takes place in the government and in our country as a whole. And as well, you got to think about a lot of things, day-to-day operations of the government actually run more by career bureaucrats and such. And so not to say that the president's strictly a figurehead. That's not what I'm saying at all. But let's not also overblow the power of the presidency. And at this point, it's looking like a Clinton presidency, and I am, I must admit, a little bit surprised that Trump is holding so strong this far down the road, this deep into the race. It's a little bit of a surprise to me, but I still hold firm to my ultimate, prediction, with being that no way President Trump All right, I don't think there's any way we're gonna have a President Trump in our future, but time will tell. If I am wrong, I'll be the first to log on and make a video and say I was wrong. But at this point, I don't think Trump's going to be maybe not even the Republican frontrunner by the time all is said and done. Even though, surprise, surprise, he's still going strong. But even at that, it's looking stronger for Clinton just purely based on the numbers at this point. So just want to thank everybody for watching my video. Thanks for being here with me. Comments are welcome. And once again, my name is John Mitchell, and I am at johnamitchell.tv. See you next time.